We are really excited to be answering questions about our book, Mom Incorporated, A Guide to Business and Baby, for Nicole from Moments That Define Life. I'm Danielle Smith.
And I'm Aliza Sherman.
Nicole's very first question is, what does Mom Incorporated offer that other books do not?
I would say, first of all, it has us and our unique voices. Bonus. I like the way our voices blend together, but we also have some sections where our voices are very distinct. Also, the voices of 88 other women, other moms who have done this. We have some warm, emotional parts of the book, but we have a lot of practical things, plus our worksheets.
I was going to say the worksheets are a big part. Not only did we want to make this sort of a come sit on the couch with us as a girlfriend, as a mother, we want to help walk you through the process from the moment that you decide that you have a passion, that you want to start a business, that you have this bug to do something else, or that you have a need for your family to have greater, more finances. That starting right there and then moving forward through all of the technical portions and then actually promoting your business. But we wanted to actually guide you through that. So that's where the worksheets come in.
And the worksheets are in the book, but if you don't want to write inside your book, you can also download them from momincorporated.com as PDFs that you can print.
Nicole's second question is, Mom Incorporated is a fabulous resource for moms. Thank you. Do you feel this is a cover-to-cover read or a book that can be flipped through based on need? We think it's both.
Oh, it's definitely both. People are telling us that they can read this book so quickly cover to cover that it's an easy read, which we like to hear.
Right.
But then that they're putting it by their computer, on their desk, on their nightstand, and referring to different portions of it as they have the need.
And also because it's broken down into the chapters the way it is, if you already know what your passion is, if you already know what kind of business you want to start, you don't need us to give you the chapter on inspiration and figuring out what you want to do. You can skip right to the sections that actually help you to incorporate your business and get an accountant. Or maybe the portion you're struggling with is asking for help. So maybe that's the chapter you skip to. All right, third question. What would you both say to those aspiring to find their entrepreneurial bliss but have experienced multiple setbacks, and what parts of the book might offer them the most help?
Experiencing setbacks. Somebody asked us at one of our events about failures. We're talking a lot about successes, but what about failures? I think both of us were really honest in the book that we've made a lot of mistakes, and a failure is a success if you learn from it and you don't make it again. Hopefully.
Well, and that's, I think, that there are so many women in the book that talk about what they did well, but also what they did wrong. And Aliza and I are two of those women that tell you about the things that we did wrong along the way with the hopes of guiding you over those humps and preventing you from making the same mistakes that we made.
So what parts of the book might offer them the most help? Depends on your need. Depends on what stage you're at. And certain chapters you may go back to again and again.
For those with the writing bug, what advice and resources can you offer regarding the publishing process and seeing a book idea through to fruition? This is actually a great question for you because this is my first book, but this is Aliza's 9th book.
I would say the most important thing is to put things down in writing. Just write. So part of it is taking your idea and articulating it in the most concise way that you don't have to explain pages and pages later. So get a proposal, look at other proposals people have written. I'm sure there's a lot of sample proposals online. But if you're not writing, you're not a writer. If you're just blogging, you're a blogger.
Right.
You're a blogger, and that's okay. But if you really want to write a book, you need to hone your craft, book writing. But it starts with getting that idea down on paper, even if it's digital.
You mentioned this in your book, but please share additional thoughts on finding balance in life as a mother, businesswoman, and spouse. What we say about balance is that it doesn't exist. We don't believe in balance. Aliza and I believe very strongly that balance is sort of a dirty word. It's a myth. It's this thing that we're constantly striving for that does nothing really but make us feel guilty. So we like to consider the idea of a juggle instead.
Yeah, the juggle, you're going to have a lot of things up in the air. Sometimes something will fall. Just pick it up and keep on going. And don't feel guilty about it. It's never going to be perfect, but
it's possible.
It's possible.
I am never, a stellar mom on the exact same day that I am a stellar business owner. It's just impossible, because when I am paying 100% of my attention to my kids, I'm not paying 100% of my attention to my business, and vice versa. When I'm giving my clients all the attention they need, I can't be answering questions from my kids at the same time about what's for dinner or breaking up a fight or making lunches. And when I'm paying attention to what's happening on the soccer field, I shouldn't be answering emails.
I agree.
What she said.
Yeah, ditto.
Thank you so much for your questions, Nicole. Hopefully that answers everything you wanted to know. Our book is Mom Incorporated, momincorporated.com, and you can find us online.
Facebook.com/momincorporated and at Mom Inc. Book on Twitter.
Please come find us online. We'd be happy to connect.